How is everybody doing? সবাই ভালো আছে? I've seen Ria after a long time. হ্যাঁ বৌদি, আফসানজি।
কেমন
হ্যাঁ
আছো দিদি?
হ্যাঁ, I'm good. তুমি কেমন আছো?
ভালো নাই দিদি, আমার মোবাইল চুরি হয়ে গেছে।
ইস রাম, কোথার থেকে চুরি হয়েছে?
আমার বাসার সামনে থেকে, মানে কলেজে যাচ্ছিলাম, পকেটেই নিয়ে গেছে, খবর নাই।
Okay.
সকাল 8:30টার দিকে মোবাইল চুরি হয়েছে। আমার খবর হয়েছে দুপুর 2টা বাজে যে আমার মোবাইল আমার কাছে নেই।
ওহো। এখন how are you surviving without the mobile?
এখন হচ্ছে বাসার মোবাইল দিয়ে চালাচ্ছি, কারণ মোবাইলটা এখনো কেনা হয়নি এই জন্য।
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, that's fine. These are all process of. I said that when we are about to have abundance in our life, or even if to expiate karma in a lesser degree, sometimes these kind of challenges happen and we should accept it. In my life, the our one of the women's biggest challenge is our period. So, I feel a little low, and I'm again going into a little, yeah, in the coming few days, I'm going to have my periods. তাই আমিও একটু এই যাচ্ছি, একটু ঢিলা ঢিলা যাচ্ছি। Okay, on top of it, friends, I want to tell you beforehand that my brother-in-law is coming tomorrow night. He's also since quite some time. He's not like he. I would not say depression, but he stays very low. He's the eldest brother-in-law. He stays very low. So he's coming actually to stay with me also and to learn meditation, talk to me. So I might also be spending a lot of time with him. Okay. তাই মাঝে মধ্যে তারপর তো জানোই যে বাড়িতে গেস্ট আসলে you have a lot of extra work. So please excuse me. I'm asking forgiveness beforehand. I will try my best to be regular. If anything happens, just excuse me, okay? And even I thought I would take a class for this enlightened millionaire class for 1 month, 1 month, 1 week, and then I will take a break of 1 week, and then again I'll start because I have so much of information regarding abundance that I think I can continue for 2 3 months on just on the topic of money. Actually, I am planning to read more books and I will share it with you. The more you teach, the more you learn. But I was planning that I'll take a break because during Amavasya, I was planning to go to Agathya pyramid and an ashram near me and stay there for the Amavasya retreat. And I gave my name also. Now I don't know whether I'll be able to go because my brother-in-law is coming. So yeah, lot of see सबके लाइफ में ही चेंज आ जाता है अचानक से लगता है कि अच्छा this is how I will do things. Ria said no, so, like she lost her mobile. I was thinking of okay, but now in a way it is good. At the same time, it will be a little challenging for me to let's see how it comes. I'll do my best. Okay. So, friends, today's topic is um, self-love. Okay, and what do you mean by self-love? We have the old participants. They know, so don't share. The new ones, what do you mean? What is self-love for you? What does self-love mean to you? Hmm? I think Shoa is there. Afsanji is there. Ria, did you do any session on self-love? Yeah. And sometimes we think self-love is like, the moment somebody tells anything against me, I will cut that person off and I'll say it's self-love. I'm cutting that person off. That is self-love. Yeah, sometimes in Facebook when we it's Facebook is a silent zone of war. I feel. Anything that you want to tell somebody indirectly and insult, you can use your Facebook to insult people and indirectly say, let me cut off people. And this is self-love. Yeah. So. But या अफसान जी कुछ बताना चाहते हैं? आपने वीडियो ऑन किया था?
नो नो नो,
या
रहेगा।
या सो there is this Jews are very, they also had very enlightened masters. Every religion has had many enlightened masters, huh? The Jews were also very highly enlightened at some point of time, and there is this some there was a scroll. They एक time था where people used to use these very precious material, spiritual science material, for sometimes harming others and all these things. That's why, and many of them were looted from the Jews, these precious spiritual science materials. So they used to hide it in different places in the world, especially many scrolls were hidden in the, I think, in the Red Sea or the Dead Sea, somewhere there. And one of the scroll, many of them came out. One of the precious jewel of spiritual science came as seven Essene mirrors. And this seven Essene mirror is a science of relationship. Someday I will touch only on that relationship science, and then I will talk about those seven mirrors that reflect relationship. In that seven Essene mirror, one of the Essene mirror was self love. Okay. And um, and uh, um, he one of the mirror was is called self love, and it says that till the time you don't learn to love yourself, you cannot expect anybody to love you. Okay. It is because, what is the reason? Because it's a mirror. We always think हाँ वो मुझे भाव नहीं देती है, वो मुझसे प्यार नहीं करती है. Hmm? And we will always complain that I don't get this from somebody. But that Essene mirror talks about that till you don't love yourself, you cannot attract not just love, but anything in the damn world you cannot attract. Self-love is so important. So even in the field of abundance, you will not be able to attract abundance in your life if you don't have self-love. Why is it so? Why is it so? Now I'm asking question to the old participants. Why do you think that we will not be able to attract great things in our life if we don't have self-love? Ki mone hoy? What do you think? Anandita, Bodhi, Ria also, I think she joined. She has been joining since some time. What do you think? Hmm? You don't think anything?
আরেকবার কোয়েশ্চেনটা করো।
বলছি যে লাইফে যে কোনো great things পাওয়ার, not just relationship, even money and abundance পাওয়ার জন্য self love কেন দরকার? Why is self love important to get abundance in our life? Why I have chosen the topic of self love, even in abundance, in the topic of abundance.
Start with milk.
Yeah. So it is because we will not believe enough that we deserve it. Yeah, fantastic. Sure. Being a newcomer, she's hitting bullseyes. Yeah, absolutely correct. We will not feel we are worthy of receiving it. Okay. When we don't love ourselves, we will not believe that we deserve the best in our life, best in all areas, whether it is love, it is money, it is health, anything is connected to the feeling that I love myself. Okay. I am worthy of receiving the best. Hmm? And why is it so in spiritual path? If it is normal religious, उसमें बहुत बोलते हैं, sins and even normal में बहुत पाप पुण्य, बहुत कुछ ये सब नॉनसेंस चीज बोला जाता है, पाप एंड पुण्य. And उसमें क्या होता है कि see many things in this world which looks like पाप for normal people, they might have deep rooted, meaning in it, where you need to do it even if it is pap. Okay. And but the world is like that, it will make you feel you're doing some pap. Yeah. And those things make us feel guilty. Guilty is a certain thing, and even if we and as spiritual people, हमारा तो प्रॉब्लम ही है, हम छोटे छोटे चीजों में गिल्टी फील करने लगते हैं, छोटे छोटे चीजों में. Even small mistake we do from here to there and we start feeling guilty. Yeah. Because we are so moral conscious. Hmm? We are not right conscious, that feeling what feels, problem हो जाता है कि it should be right conscious, that what my heart feels right, I should do it. But what happens is moral conscious is what the society says what is right, that's what I should be doing. Anything I go against, I'm wrong, I'm guilty. Okay. So इससे क्या होता है, we are filled with guilt and shame. Hmm? That's why one of the biggest thing, that's why it's said that we need to release. अगर गलती कर भी दी, worst of the mistake कर भी दिया, then learn from the mistake and then move on. Don't keep guilt and shame in the body. Hmm? Because guilt and shame जब body में रखते हैं, no matter how much I'm saying I love you Sanjukta, you are great and everything, but the guilt and shame will not allow you to love yourself. Okay, it will say you don't deserve it, she, you are, you're dirty, dirty, and all these things. Okay. So that's why in meditation we release a lot. It's also a habit, friends. It is an addiction, it's a habit. It is so much connected spiritual people में ज्यादा ही है. एक ना नॉर्मल पीपल कुछ भी करते हैं, इतना ज्यादा गिल्ट शेम नहीं रखते हैं. स्पिरिचुअल पीपल में थोड़ा स्पिरिचुअलिटी में आके हम हमारा और कभी कभी बुरा भी होता है, हम बहुत ज्यादा इन सब चीजों में चले जाते हैं, फॉर विच वी कैनॉट फील दैट वी आर वर्दी ऑफ डिजर्विंग द बेस्ट. Yeah. So it's so important that make a mistake, learn from it. Don't keep telling yourself that you are a sinner, sinner, sinner. The greatest sin in the world is to call yourself a sinner. Yogananda says. सबसे बड़ा sin world का ये है जब आप अपने आप को sinner बोलते हो. That is the greatest sin. That's what Yogananda says. Okay. So, you know, now another perspective I'll tell about self. So to love yourself, you have to let go of this feeling of guilt and shame. Shame is some other things. Shame is something which others tell you. You are ugly, you are bad, you're angry person, see how bad you behave and all these things, and they will they will shame you, and that will also not make you love yourself. Okay. So these are the two barriers of self-love we need to release from our life. Okay. Then, friends, another thing is that, so we think that, okay, loving, it's when I need to change myself, I need to really criticize myself, then only I can change. There is another problem where it comes that I know that this is not a good habit of mine and I want to change it. Okay. And but what will happen is that, instead of really, accepting this negative habit and loving the habit, accepting that negative part of mine with full heart, that I love even this part of mine, because this part is also somewhere in my life for a reason, right? कोई भी चीज, no, nothing in our life happens to us or comes to us, or the way we behave happens without a reason. Everything has a reason. It has come to teach us some lessons. But if instead of understanding its beauty, even the negative part in us, instead of understanding the beauty of the negative part in us, if we start berating ourselves, hating ourselves, and telling you are bad, you should change, you are bad, you should change, and then you will see, then again self love is gone for a toss. So self love to jata hi hai, on top of it we cannot even change. You will see, the more you hate yourself, the behavior that you hate that you hate, the more you're not being able to change it. Hmm? There is this beautiful these kalpanik, you know these stories, they have a lot of meaning. And Anandita, we danced last year in Durga Puja, Madhu Koitoko Bodh. Yeah, Monica Bodhi also
হুম।
remembers that. Yeah, what was the story? What was the story of that? Do you remember that?
আমার পুরো স্টোরিটায় আমি একটু কনফিউজডই ছিলাম। লাস্ট ইয়ার আমি তো পুরো অ্যাবসেন্টই ছিলাম বোধহয়, আমি বলতেই পারবো না কিছু ঠিক করে।
Yeah. But we remember we're having fun in that
হ্যাঁ,
beautiful.
অতটুকুনি মনে আছে, কিন্তু তারপর আমি ফানও করিনি আসলে, আমি একদম
Uh,
অ্যাবসেন্টই
uh,
ছিলাম।
uh. But whatever it is, that the story of Madhu Kaitaka Bodh is that Vishnu, from Vishnu's 2 years and wax, from two waxes from both the ears of Vishnu, two asuras come out. From one ear, one asura comes out, wax from that wax, and from the wax of another ear, another asura comes out. One asura was called Madhu, and the other asura was Kaitaka. Yeah, Madhu Kaitaka. Yeah. And what happened is that they were asuras and they need to be fought because they were evil. Hmm? So Vishnu fought with those asuras. He himself, it came out from his own wax, but he could not control them. They were fighting like anything. And for thousands of years, Vishnu kept fighting with those asuras. Still, he could not defeat them. He was fighting with those asuras. Madhu means here means anything that is I crave for, cravings, madhu, right? Something I like, I crave for these things, this person, or anything like that. Yeah, this is called madhu. Try to understand the significance from that way. And kaitaka is aversions. Aversions means things that I hate, things that I love, things that I hate. Okay, so these are the things in my life which creates a lot of ripples. They don't let the mind settle. They don't let even the body settle. I keep saying that I love this. Too much of greed I have towards something. Yeah, and I know that it's not right. A little bit is fine, but too much of greed for money or something is too much in the body, and it is making me suffer. Okay. On the other hand, kaitaka. Kaitaka means too much hate for something. Oh, I don't like doing this. I don't enjoy. I hate it. And I'm not being able to stop myself. Maybe I hate my mother-in-law. I don't like it, and I will keep hating, and that is also making me suffer, isn't it? Yeah. So both the things, both the same. And then being spiritual, I know that both are not correct. Both are really making me suffer. Hmm? They're making me suffer. So what I do is that then again I berate myself. Why don't you change? Why are you having this craving? Why are you hating your mother-in-law? This is a bad person. You are a bad person. You hate your mother-in-law. How come you hate your mother-in-law and all these things? But it is happening naturally. You can't do anything about it. Okay, maybe you are trying to meditate, you are trying to love the person, send all these things, still it is not happening. Okay, why is it not happening? Is because of this. Is because, see, like what happened, see, Vishnu, he was fighting for thousands of years, this Madhu and Kaitaka. Okay, and still he was unable to defeat. Finally he called on divine mother in the form of Durga, right? Divine mother came in, and what she did is that she drowned them in a water, and that water is called the water of love. Okay, so finally they were defeated in the water of love. Okay, that is what, it's a beautiful significance. So these stories, in whichever religion it is, they were made by enlightened masters. They had such beautiful meanings. So the meaning is that this Madhu Kaitaka, you cannot fight your negativities by hating yourself. You can only change your negativities only when you start accepting that, loving that, giving that love even to that negative part, telling that I know you are here for a reason. Teach me the lesson. I'm ready to learn, and please go away. So this is how self-love is so important, friends. Okay, did you get it? It's, most of the time we are always हमको लगता है कि, yesterday I spoke about that fact, right? We are all thinking about, I have to show seriousness, stress, to show that I'm doing something. At the same time, with ourselves also, I want to show that, see how noble person I am. And how will I show how good person I am? I will say that, oh, I'm so, I'm working on this, I'm very angry person. I cannot change my anger. What can I do? And you just start hating yourself, and you feel by hating yourself you are becoming a good person because you know your drawbacks. It is okay to know our drawbacks just as a drawback, but when we start hating our drawbacks, then it is no longer, you are trying, it is no longer for your benefit. It is working against you. Okay, friends. So that's why always the solution to whether it is good relationship, lot of abundance, lot of health is self-love. Because I'll give you example in my life also. In the past, I have done something like this. When you don't feel worthy, what you do, you self-sabotage. You know, somebody, maybe you are working somewhere, hmm, and suddenly someone offers you, you are maybe in one level, and somebody recognizes your potential and thinks that, oh, this girl is great, she deserves to be the CEO of this company. Okay, and because you lack self love, you don't believe in your own worth, you don't believe in deserving the best, that person will offer you this job, and you will do something or the other, and you will self sabotage that promotion. Okay, you will, maybe that person only who was trying to recommend you, you'll start having a fight with that person, something like that, and you'll self sabotage. With great relationships also, because you have never had good relationships in your past, never had nice, even in couple or anything, and suddenly you have transformed your karma, maybe everything, and you started having great nice relationship. Yeah, but if you don't believe in your own worth and you don't love yourself, you will sabotage that relationship, you'll do something, and that partner will move away from your life. Yeah, later sometimes, even if you repent, the partner never comes back. Yeah, so this is how we self sabotage when we don't love ourselves. Health also, you know when we don't love ourselves, we will eat nonsense things. We'll feel like eating only the bad things, because I don't feel I deserve to have a good and healthy body. Yeah. So all these things are all connected. Examples, just think about, even money, an ancestor, somebody कहीं से तो कोई ancestor आया, हम्म, और बोल रहा है कि तुम, ancestor नहीं, या कुछ भी, somebody who has nobody in his, in his family, and wants to give away money to you. Hmm? And he says that, I have nobody, and you have become such a good, daughter like to me, or a, son like to me, I want to offer this money to you, whatever, you know and because you don't feel, that you deserve that, you will do something or the other, and you will self sabotage. So this is how we self sabotage. And once you know this is a pattern, I have done it, and I realized that it is my self-sabotaging pattern, and I started working on it, friends, that I will not self-sabotage. I deserve the best in my life. I will not compromise with my worth. I will not compromise with my dignity and respect. Okay, so that's when the best thing comes in our life. No matter, even if the person who are not worthy of us will go away on our own, things which are not worthy for us, the job which is not worthy for us will go away on our own. We don't need to run after that, but we have to keep holding on to the feeling that I deserve the best. I have nothing but the best. Okay, and that comes from deep self love. So any questions? Any questions, or any, reflections? Like you go to work and all these things, and you face all these things. तो ऐसा होता है ना कि this is what I feel. This is what, yes, it also happens with me. This is how I self-sabotage. Hmm? Can you relate to this? Hmm? Shoa to goes for work, and any work environment is a challenging environment, isn't it?
Yes, I could relate to it. And this reminds me, Andy, of one statement that one of my communications professor had made back in college. And
Hmm.
she used to say that if you call a child idiot 10 times, the
Hmm.
child will start believing that they are an idiot. So
Absolutely.
it's a very similar environment, but in a grown-up space where we are
Yeah.
constantly taking the feedback, but We are just taking the feedback at face value. We are not really reflecting on what is it that that is really something that I need to work on. And many a times it's not even a concrete feedback. It's just a feeling that is being passed on from one person to another, and a
Absolutely.
feeling that's being absorbed by me also. And then that creates the next level emotion, whether it's a hatred or resentment or,
Mm,
extreme like for somebody. So we are passing on feelings to each other
mm,
rather than a concrete feedback that, okay, fine, you were good at it, but then what were you
mm,
good? What was so good about it? So
mm.
not many people actually are very concrete in their feedback also. So that's what really impacts that mental well-being, that what is it that I'm doing wrong? How can I
Yeah,
become from something to absolutely nothing?
yeah. So here comes the process of that. Why I have done this self-love topic is that we will do inner child today. So many of you have done. Afsanji has, have you done Afsanji? बाकी तो अशुआ तो नहीं की है, I think so. So self-love, Afsanji, did you do inner
Think
child?
so.
Yeah. So we will do inner child. Inner child का मतलब ये है कि, what happens is even self-love. Most of us cannot love ourselves because of our childhood traumas. Hmm? They are just triggers. Now, whatever is happening in the workplace and anywhere, they are like triggers. Okay, and for spiritual people, everything we use it for our benefit. And we feel, wow, fantastic, it is showing me that I don't love myself, I don't believe in myself. Okay, we consider the environment as just a mirror. They are not trying to attack us, it is just helping us to show us the mirror which actually I'm feeling inside, and it is triggering me to bring that feeling out. So maybe in childhood, somebody the same, somebody in childhood, was told idiot, idiot many times, or sometimes without even telling idiot, was made to feel like an idiot. होता है ना कभी, कोल्ड कोल्ड एक्सप्रेशन से भी समझा सकते हैं हम बहुत कुछ, हमको बोलने का भी जरूरत नहीं होता है, so many things. When a child is not treated properly and everything, the child feels, no, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I'm not lovable. All these feelings the child grows up with. And when the child grows up with these feelings, then then whatever happens in workplace or anywhere else is nothing but a trigger for us to make us realize where I have hold up pent up emotions and beliefs and understanding about myself. Yeah. So self love is a beautiful, sorry, inner child is a beautiful tool to give. And what happens is that, friends, कि हमको हमेशा ना, I told you about energies, right? Everything is energy. Hmm? So because self love is a thing के जहाँ पे, you know, if I have to get love from outside, I need to vibrate the frequency of self love, right? But I don't vibrate the frequency of self love because बचपन में मुझे हमेशा कुछ बोल के मुझे I have made to feel less, not good enough, not worthy. And so I'm here. And my love, my relationship, or my health, or my money, all are here. Okay. So what happens to do? So what's the thing? Oh, I don't get love. So let me. Most of the people, we fall into these traps, right? हम्म कि हिंदी मूवी देख देख के ऐसा हुआ है हमारे साथ कि हमको हमेशा लगता है कि कोई मुझे आगे कंप्लीट करेगा, या ऐसा है ना कि हमें लगता है कि कोई मुझे आके मेरा 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 पूरा भीतर का खालीपन भर देगा, या एंड जब नहीं भरता है फिर हम उसी को ब्लेम करते हैं कि तूने मेरे लिए कुछ नहीं किया है। ये मैं ये आई वाज एक्सपेक्टिंग दिस फ्रॉम यू, दैट फ्रॉम, एंड वी women are that, and it is okay to still expect that because we love to be pampered by our man. We love to be, we want our man to give us attention, love, and all those things make us feel special. But at the same time, रियलिटी में हमें समझना है कि मुझे मेरा खालीपन सिर्फ मैं ही भर सकती हूँ. Only when I fill this empty cup, I will get that love from the man or anybody else from outside, when I have first given that love to myself. Okay. So what we need to do in this inner child is that whatever, again for workplace, I'm not feeling good enough. Also I'm feeling, unappreciated. I'm feeling I feel as if somebody is telling me I'm stupid. Then during inner child, you reach out to your inner child. You'll see your inner child in a, in your age. When I will guide you through the process, you will find your inner child and ask your inner child, तुमको क्या चाहिए? What are you wanting, darling? Okay. And she might tell you that nobody loves me, I'm all alone. Hmm? I was telling you, right? I'm a person who normally does not need anybody. Okay, I'm so like, a person like मुझे लगता है कि I'm so filled, I'm so one with the divine that, I can live with the divine forever. But कभी what happens is then still there are, if there are थोड़ा सा ही सही मुझे ना universe दिखाएगा कि you have to work even more, and that happens during period. you know and just this period, in the coming few days, I was feeling a lot of loneliness. सडनली मैंने बोला तो लोनलीनेस तो मैं फील नहीं करती हूँ। हाँ, लोनलीनेस तो मेरे जीवन में नाम नहीं है, तो मैं क्यों फील कर रही हूँ? देन आई रियलाइज नहीं, शायद थोड़ा सा ही सही है मेरे लाइफ में लोनलीनेस। Okay. And the moment I realized, see, periods, before periods, I told you, periods are a very good time. I'm going to have my periods in a couple of days. Periods ke pehle na, our body gives us signals even more, triggers us even more. And these triggers are a way to know, okay, what is my mind, thinking? What am I thinking? So this time, as for example, I was feeling a lot of loneliness, especially, I have come out of it today, but कल परसों तरसों तो बहुत अचानक से मुझे बहुत lonely feel हो रहा था. And I was feeling, a lot of restlessness, feeling that I'm all alone, I'm all alone. And then I realized I have this beautiful technique of self-love, okay, of this inner child. And I started telling that child that I'm there with you. No, it doesn't matter if anybody is there with you, anybody loves you, now gives you importance, doesn't give you importance later, that person stays with you, doesn't stay with you, huh? All these things, your child will after a certain point of time will also leave you. So many things can happen to you, to a person, right? But I will be there for you. I kept telling her, and I kept, I have this teddy bear. That's why I suggest everybody to have your own teddy bear. If you have any teddy bear or a pillow, keep it with you, because we are going to do the inner child process now. And for the coming 2 days, last 2 days, I just gave my inner child that company, that, see, I'm there for you. See, I'm there for you. You don't need anybody. I'm there for you. I'm there for you. I'm there for you. Yeah. And from today, I'm feeling so good. I feel that, okay, I have company, so I don't need to look for company or look for, for any friend or, anybody to feel that, to take away my loneliness. I'm already complete. I'm already in that state. Yeah. So this is how anything we can work on. So just see, just say, as Jacob, just even if you, so if somebody feels stupid, like Shoa said, no, they are made to feel stupid. Not just Shoa, she, like, I know her situation, her whole, it's little toxic, but somewhere deep down, it's a trigger for your childhood also, So you tell your inner child that, you are so intelligent. I really appreciate your intelligence. You're so great. I love you. You're so special, because in that company, you are made to feel not special. You're made to feel nothing, right? You said, sure, nothing. Hame as if nothing. So you'll feel you are everything to me, my inner child. You are so special, and keep giving that inner child every day. You will see how this is the beauty. You will see how this you will see the changes in your work environment, because your confidence will grow. You will no longer need any validation from anybody. You will walk and talk in a different way. Then you will see that the things that you don't need, you get, it's like a magnet. तुम जितना किसी चीज के पीछे दौड़ोगे ना, वो तुमसे उतना ही दूर चला जाएगा. तुम recognition के पीछे दौड़ोगे, recognition तुमसे उतना ही दूर चला जाएगा. और तुमने खुद को बोल दिया कि तुम ग्रेट हो भाई. तुमको किसी और के बोलने की जरूरत नहीं है, तुम ग्रेट हो. संजुक्ता, यू आर ग्रेट. ओ माय गॉड, यू आर, Alexander the Great types. You are so special. You are so important. I'm just kidding. But please do this, friends. Please do this. Okay, I'm not I'm really serious. You will see the shift in your workplace, in your not just workplace, every place. Some people say that I don't get respect from, from my family members and everything. You don't respect yourself. That's why you're not getting respect from the universe. You tell yourself you are so respect worthy. You are God, Sanjukta. Okay, this is how you will tell yourself in that small child. You are so special, I love you. Yeah, and then you will see the difference, that how your family members also start respecting and loving you. Okay, friends, let's do it. Yeah.